It is August 16th, 2015. You're listening to Sorry For Your Luck Video Live.
Yeah. Sorry for your luck, man. Yo,
Copyright on that.
Y2K Dash, they run this from the 509 to 46. No dogs and rookies up in here. The top 3 list that you really gotta hear. Act like you been there, kicks ass and tripping balls. Playing poker with Vegas, bottle service and spot days. They doing it all. That's Y2K and pack the shit. 509 over 6, they run that. Sorry for your luck.
Wow. Sweet.
The best.
Y2K patch. Sup?
Alright.
RSVP.
Yeah.
Tilts. Top 3 tilts.
Classic Sorry For Your Luck tilts.
Honorable mention. So we get second day. We're about 80 miles in. I got to pee real bad since about mile 60. Get to the stop sign. Route goes to the right, to the left. Bunch of bikes parked out. There's a bike shop there. Perfect. They're gonna have a porta potty. They're gonna have a restroom. Fill up my water. There's another stop coming up at like mile 83, but like I said, I've had to go for
2 miles more.
I've had to go for 20 miles. I've really been holding
it was like 36 miles between those 2 rigs. Real long.
Go there. That's where we met Dr. Dawes.
Yeah.
That's where we got hooked up with Dr. Dawes.
Dr.
Donald. He parked my bike. There's a sign through here, water, restroom. Okay, no problem. Go through that. It's a little courtyard, another sign. Water, restroom. Okay, I'll do right.
Another one.
Now we're out to the street on the other end of it.
Yeah, that's weird. Where are we going?
Go into the bike shop.
The bike shop.
I follow a bunch of guys. There's repairs. They're getting their bikes looked at. Okay, so I go to the right. Okay, there's the bathroom. Go to the right. 2 people in line. I see the women's symbol, but I don't see the men's symbol. Okay, well, this must be wrong. Turn down. Men's room, at least 20 people in line. Hatch comes in. We sit there for a few minutes. I decide I can make it 2 more miles. We leave. Wasted about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Really made
And then
me
they
mad.
had water, they had coffee, but then they wanted you to give a donation to get it. I got nothing out of that stop.
No.
Just mad.
Then we went 2 miles, stopped again.
Let's see. I got a couple honorable mentions.
All right.
One left knee started hurting yesterday real bad.
Day 1?
Day 2.
Day 2. Okay.
Kind of loosened up, but it's pretty aggravating for climbing. It hurt real. It was just irritating. It wasn't terrible, but it was not good. My next honorable mention: the food stops were terrible.
It's my number 3.
I mean, just at noon, which is this terrible drink that's disgusting. Snacks were pretty average. I did get a thing of Gobstoppers. That was probably the best thing I had.
They did have candy.
Yeah,
I got some Swedish fish, and yeah, the food was okay at the stops. They had a good selection of bars. They had you got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You got a good, it had some fruit. It was good for a stop. But to have the same food every stop, that's what I had an issue
No
with.
meal.
It was the exact same
usually
food
there's
every
like
stop.
Right. Usually you get one of those where it's just kind of like a little snack.
Yeah.
They usually at least give you some kind of a lunch.
You could bookend them. Yeah. You could go that kind of stop, then like
That's as good
a
as
different
it got,
lunch.
right.
And then, it was just all the same stuff, which it just tends to wear on you. Day 1, we did go out and get a burger at a burger place.
Yeah.
And that was kind of nice. It was nice to sit, we weren't outside. We could sit down. We ordered a burger, some fries, some hot food.
That's the way to do it.
That was...
Go off campus at least once.
Yeah.
One time a day, minimum.
That's my number 3.
My number 3 is clothes. It was wet and cold. I hate having to bring extra clothes. I had to bring this jacket.
Well, I told you to bring the jacket.
Which really was a godsend. You were right. When it started getting freezing cold. But it was dirty, so then I had to wash it. And then I wear it the next day, and it was wet. And it would... And then I'd, ball it up and carry it in my back for like 80 miles. It was terrible.
Yeah, I had 2 different jackets. The first day I wore my light jacket, and it rained. Second day I wore my rain jacket, and it didn't rain. But I was more than happy to have that rain jacket the second day in case it rained.
And they should have a little stop. Go to the food stop and just throw your jacket in the truck and take it to the end. Nope, you had to muscle all your gear.
Yeah, we had that in Montana. They just had some Ziploc bags. You put it in, put your name on it.
Takes 5 minutes.
You get to the finish line, it's there. If it's gone, hey, that's on you. It's fine. I don't care if it gets stolen, but I don't want to carry it.
Gamble, yeah.
But yeah, so the jacket was nice and warm in the morning. That was fine. And then I had an ace bandage to kind of wrap it around my bike, so I didn't even know it was there.
You know what that kind of tilted me. You know what it looked like when I finally discovered what is. It looked like that head off that Jeff Dunham puppet, that Ahmed guy.
I didn't have to look at it. You had to look at it the whole day.
Then I started thinking about Jeff Dunham and getting mad.
So that leads me into my number 2, which was falling. So first day, was it 10 miles in when I fell the first time?
Yeah.
It was wet and went across train tracks, which I know how to go across train tracks. I've done it a million times. I always am very careful to try to go parallel. But no, for some reason I didn't on this time, and it was wet, and I went crossways.
They're at a 45 tracks, because most of the time when you want to cross them right at 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Classic sucker move.
Real donk.
Yeah.
Went up and I saw my tire slip, and then boom, I was on the ground. Hands did not come off the handlebars, which I was impressed with myself for. Took it all in the shoulder and the hip, and hit the elbow pretty good.
Had a good swell bowl for a while, though.
Well, but I don't think I had swell bowl from that fall.
Oh, okay.
Then
The best part of that was about 10 seconds after Ken fell. A guy on a recumbent bike gets shot on the same spot. It was awesome.
It was pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And I got mad at myself for doing it. He got mad at the train track.
Yeah.
It was a
Got
train
mad
track.
at the route. Why are we even on this road?
So then, about 15 miles in, I'm kind of by myself. We were kind of going up a hill. You took off on me. You Beckied me. And they were doing some construction right in the bike lane. Really had it all tore up.
Oh yeah,
They had huge sections.
A pretty big climb.
Huge sections out of the road and marked it off. And I kind of got around them, and I was climbing. And my cycling buddy taught me, take your glasses off when you're climbing. That way the sweat doesn't get in your, you kind of cool off. You don't need your glasses. I get around the construction. I'm feeling pretty good. I got my glasses in my left hand, pedaling.
That's why they got scratched. Okay.
And there was a part that they had done construction on, and they cut a hole and they paved it, but it was about that deep. It was a huge hole, gigantic, about that deep, with edge on it. So I got into it, and then as soon as I tried to go off sideways out of it, boom, right over. This hand was off the bike. It slammed my glasses into the ground. The arm of the sunglasses came off. Scratched up the front, right in front of some people. Really hit my elbow hard, hit my shoulder, hit everything again. Didn't damage the bike, which was real lucky on both. Get up to where you were. We had to do another climb after that.
Yeah, that was. I just wanted to finish that climb, so I was. Yeah.
You went into the convenience store. I wanted to get my bike kind of checked out because I figured I wrecked it twice. I just have the guy look at it. You walk up, I look at my elbow, and it's out about like that.
It's real good swell though.
Oh, it really had me worried. And then sometimes when I ask you for medical advice, I really don't know if you're telling me what's truth or what. You're trying to keep me calm or not trying to delay you or not cause any problems for you. But I think you were being honest with me this time. You say, "Oh yeah, it's fine. It happens."
Piece of cake.
So we wrapped it up with that tape later, which I think really fixed it.
It actually
wrapped it real
the
tight.
Yeah.
So it didn't. It kept it slow. So my number 2, falling. Don't do it.
My number 2, just rain. Rain when you're riding
That's number 2.
Is not good.
That's my battleship.
Oh.
I don't know what you could have worse than the rain.
Well, it just kind of goes into the rain. But you're cold. It's dangerous. It's not fun. It gets in your eyes because then you start going fast. It's hard to see. What I don't like the least is the rain comes off the bike in front of you, so you can't get that close. Can't
Huge
really grab.
rooster tails.
Or you're getting just tons of. It's dirt right off the ground, so just little rocks in your teeth, and you taste it. Oh, it's terrible.
well, the number one was my number one was the taste. You know, we're riding in the rain, just kind of grinding it out, and I started to get this. It was like a real bad, like it was foul, like in my throat.
Oh,
my
yeah.
eyes were burning, and I couldn't get rid of it. I was spitting and I was spraying the water all over my face out of my water bottle, and it was a disgusting taste.
I mean, yeah,
it was disgusting.
It's like just pour a glass of water on
Onto
the
the
road,
road, yeah.
and then just splash it right in your face a bunch of times.
Just Bear Grylls sucking right out of the puddle.
And you're sucking air, your whole mouth wide open, just taking gallons of it in.
That's a challenge, guys. Go do that. YouTube it. Tag it. Yeah, the rain was my number one. Just drenched, wet, taste in your mouth, cold. It could have been colder. It could have been way colder. That would have been worse, and it could have been windier.
Kind of dovetails into my number one, which was basically that last 10 miles of day one, which was this climb, go up, come down barely, go back up, raining, cold, couldn't enjoy the vistas.
Work hard to get the altitude. Totally wasted.
And I mean, the worst 10 miles of the whole 200 was at the end of, we'd already ridden 95. Oh, just no gas in the tank. And you had to go through stupid Bremerton, which is a shithole. Oh yeah,
Wasn't Bremerton, was it? It was
or whatever it is,
Bellingham.
Bellingham. Well, both those two exact same cities. They're both terrible.
Overall, huge success.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quit the game, retire. That it?
Yeah.
Adios. Act like you've been there.
Because you don't buy your own.
Oh,
Right, of course, that's gross.
got this on the iPad.
She doesn't look like she's
Good playlist. We had a pretty good playlist.
like a gypsy does. Why don't you kiss a nice guy? Certified muff diver. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Fucking Roger Clemens, the rest of that dog ran across his hood. No, you didn't. Yeah. Sorry for your luck.
Adios.